What it do, everyone? We got another Godforge video here, as you can see. It's going to be a banger of some CC Friday leaks. Before we get into it, anything you see, it's going to be concept art or even the stuff in engine. It's all subject to change, it's all still being worked, so just keep that in mind. Getting to the first image, we have weapon concept art for Amaterasu. Probably going to butcher these names, but hopefully I don't do them too dirty. I love these sword designs. I think it's awesome with the head on the hilt and the fire licking off. This one, I love the glowing orange red, almost like it's fire breathing. I can picture the eyes lighting up. Some pretty sweet visual effects. Same thing goes for the bottom one. I kind of like the reverse design, if you want to call it that, with the head at the bottom of the hilt. And then I can just picture some special effects with this glowing blade looking awesome. Also kind of totally skipped over the character, but the character concept art is great too. You can see all the intricate designs worked in the clothes, the flowing hair. From the little bit I know about her, she is a sun goddess, so you can kind of picture the glowing sun rays going through her hair. I think it totally depicts that and does a great job. I really like all the designs, but if I had to pick one, I think I would lean towards two. I think the dragon head with the glowing eyes and possible flame breathing effects, I just think that really takes the cake. I'm a huge fan of that one. Next up, we have Montezuma weapon concept art. We got a few clubs, couple shields, character design. I guess just to do him justice, we'll get into the character first instead of skipping him this time. That is a sweet headpiece. I love the fangs hanging off. That aesthetic is great. The colors are awesome. Shoulder guards, great. Sweet design. I don't know if you want to call these shin guards. I don't know if that does them justice, but I think it's a great imagery with the fangs and the tongue hanging out. I think it's a great concept art. Moving on to the weapons, I'm not as big of a club guy as I am a fan of swords, but I still think they're cool designs. I like how the first one has the scaly handle going into the snake head. This could be a snake's body, but it kind of looks like leaves and maybe a branch it's slithering on, leading to the snake head at the end of the club. I also think the second one's cool. I'm not entirely sure if that's a dragon or kind of almost looks like a bird beak, so maybe it's some type of hybrid animal. But I do like that design too, and the rough rock edges to the club. I do think the third is my favorite though. Just a fan of the face, and I like the teal outline kind of highlighting the whole weapon with the intricate design going down the middle. I'm not exactly sure what the middle face is, but the color scheme works for me. The gold edges and the teal on the inside, I'm just a fan of that club. I do think the shields are amazing. The first one, I really like the gold on red, and the snake's heads wrapping all around, and the kind of maze looking design of the shield just really pops for me, and I think it's great design. I'm really torn up. I don't know if A or B is my favorite. I think I'm leaning slightly towards A, but I do, again, like I've said before, I like the teal and I like the face in the middle. Sweet patterns going around it and all the sharp edges. I think it's still a really cool shield. I just think I gotta go with A. I think A's my favorite out of the two. Next up is a clip of Emotep's Basic. It does have sound, so I just wanted to set it up a little so I'm not talking over it. Bam! I think that fist coming down is awesome. I love that, and I can't believe it's just a basic. Looks like a huge powerful attack. It's just a basic, so I'm sure it's an average attack, but man, that thing slams. We also have a clip of Emotep's core ability. Looks like a pretty standard heal. can see the green coloring and the plus signs. That's generally coincides with healing. From that angle, it does look like an individual heal, so it'll be interesting to see when his full kit comes out, if it is just individual or if maybe it's a multi or full team heal. And we also have his ultimate. I think that looks really cool too, even though it does look like a support ability and not an attack. I did read up that Imhotep was a high priest at one of the sun god Ra's temples, so I'm almost wondering if this is some sort of protection ability, and that door opening up is him reaching out to Ra and granting some sort of protection over the team. Either way, I think that looks really cool, and can't wait to see what it does. Looks like this week's theme for leaks was sun gods, because now we have some of the process for Ra's ultimate to finish up on. Right now is just a rough work through. You can see him pulling up like he's charging up, pushing down, a wave attacking the enemies, striking them as he's powering up again, slamming the ground and sending another wave, damaging the enemies. Here we have a further along drawing art of the attack. You can see the visual effects of him charging up, slamming down, pushing the wave, first strike, slamming down again, explosion. Looks mighty powerful, and that's just the sketches. Moving on, we do have a clip. It is another mock-up, but like we spoke about, you can see him pull back, the first hit, and then the second slam. And we do have a couple different angles of the ultimate with VFX. You can see here, no sound, but the visual still looks real powerful. Got the pullback, the charge up, and slam. And just to remind everyone, this is all subject to change still. Could be different when the game is fully released. One thing I noticed that I think changed already, if we go back to the mock-up, you have that middle strike right there, and then the big slam at the end. And with the VFX, I'm not sure if it's just the way it looks, or maybe it's something they decided to pull out to save time. It doesn't look like there's that middle strike. It just looks like he's powering up and slamming. Could also just be something with the engine they're using and the characters being T-posed. They're not reacting the way that they will in-game. But either way, it still looks like a great ability. That powerful, that slam. I know the main focus is Ra's ability, but I do want to quickly call out, looks like a Kojiki stage based on the flag in the back. And the fire, lava, mountains in the background looks amazing. I've been a huge fan of all the Kojiki stages I've seen so far, and this one definitely fits in with all of those. And that's all I got for you. Hope you enjoyed this week's leaks. Mars! And if you enjoyed the video, please like and sub to help out. I'll have the Fateless website linked in the description. Still time to sign up for the beta if you're interested. You can go to the website, find out more information, and sign up. And that's it. Have a good one.